Somebody's gonna narrate my makeup process.
Ladies, if you ever wanted a makeup tip to blow your mind, stay tuned.
This is gonna be interesting.
Hi guys, it's me, Janice Gaines.
Pause. Do I talk like this though? I mean, like, where's she
we're
from?
influencers today.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
But can I still be me?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I will.
Hey y'all.
Ah!
It's your girl Janice from Memphis. I want to show you all my makeup tips.
You trying me today.
I'm going to get that face beat, snatched and beat.
You've never heard
Snatched
me.
and beat for the gods. Okay.
I've never
Here
said
we go.
anything for any of the gods because there's only one.
Come on now. Let's make up some face. Are we ready?
Okay, we're ready.
Are we ready? Okay,
Yeah,
hit
ready.
record. Wait, are we recording?
Oh shoot!
You've been
probably
recording.
dang.
You can't trust her. You can't trust her.
It's the last time we shared this mirror though. Just kidding. You can share my mirror, baby.
I'm not trying to show you here.
Okay.
Okay, am I starting?
Yep. Hey guys, this is Janice Gaines and
EJ Gaines.
with another episode of Backstage Bonus. Somebody's gonna narrate my makeup process.
Ladies, if you ever wanted a makeup tip to blow your mind, stay tuned.
This is gonna be interesting. So we know that there's a fun challenge going around where people's husbands narrate their makeup application process, and EJ's been watching me for years.
I'm a pro. I know it. I got it.
I'm gonna be silent. I'm not gonna say anything, which we all know is hard for me.
Difficult.
He's gonna narrate the whole process. This is scary. I'm handing over the keys to my brand new car.
I can do it.
I don't quite know what he knows, but let's find out. Here we go. Now, there are no hints. I will just grab something and you go.
I don't need a hint. I've been watching you do this for years.
You ain't been watching me do nothing.
Hold on. I'll use the try.
Get out of my turnstile.
Hold on. Move.
Get out of my mirror. Give us back our consent form. Give me back my chapstick.
I'm not done.
You are done. I don't do my chapstick like you do your chapstick. That's ridiculous.
Janice.
You're done.
Okay, we're gonna have a man with ashy lips.
No.
And that's what
trust
you'll
me,
deserve.
you're far from ashy. You about them fried chicken legs. And that's also a black man I'm not interested in. Ashy nor fried chicken.
Split the difference. Hi guys, it's me, Janice Gaines, drinking my mom fuel. Today you're gonna learn all about my makeup tips, my how-tos, my do's and don'ts. I'm not gonna do a smoky eye. You guys do smoky eye? I'm not gonna do a smoky eye, but this is just like around the town, you know, like just out and about, you know, like if there's like an event or something, but you don't want to like be, you know, like too much.
Pause. Do I talk like this though? I mean, like, where's she
we're
from?
influencers today.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
But can I still be me?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I will.
Hey y'all.
Ah!
It's your girl Janice from Memphis. I want to show you all my makeup tips. I'm gonna get that face beat, snatched and beat.
You've never heard
Snatched and beat for the gods. Okay.
I've never
Here
said
we go.
anything for any of the gods because there's only one.
Come on now, let's make up some face. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna start with a clean palette. Wait, I keep doing the palette. First things first, we're gonna start with a clean palette. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of eye cream under the eyes. This is really good for the bags that I have. Not that I have them, but I'm saying if anyone has bags, you put this on here because it moisturizes. Bags, a lot of people don't know, bags come from puffiness and dryness, and so you're just gonna moisturize. Now we're gonna take some of this counter thing, it's a recovery sleeping cream. Because sometimes when you sleep, you have sleep look on you. And this pomade reduces the sleep effect on your face. So we're just now everything's moisturized and moist. You don't know what you're doing, do you? Next thing, we're gonna get these brows. Now, ladies, you know about a brow. They should look like cousins, not twins. Wait, siblings? What do you always say? They shouldn't look like twins, they should be like cousins, not kissing cousins, because that's different. And we're just gonna fill in the brows. Sometimes, you know when you go to get them threaded and LaQuisha don't do it right, she gets a little heavy-handed. Sometimes you just gotta fill it in. So I'm gonna do a sharp line under the brow, and we're just building the shape. We're just. Everything is just. And you're just gonna fill it in. This is like Beijing. A lot of you guys, the fellas especially, will know Beijing from your hairlines being crooked and your beard's not actually ever connecting, but you try. This is that for women. So fellas, don't let the women knock you for filling in your beard. They do it with their eyebrows all the time. Pumpkin. Get the other one and don't shake, because this is pivotal. This is pivotal. You don't want to shake. And you just fluff it out. You want to fluff your eyebrows a little bit, just so that the hairs aren't too slick. You don't want it to look like shellac, but you do want it to be nice and consistent, uniform. That's the way. Ladies, you want to do a stiff, short, stumpy brush on this. Because you don't. I use a number 5, a brush number 5. And you're just dipping it in charcoal, essentially. If there are briquettes from the grill, so this is, post-holiday, post-summer, you go out into the backyard, into your Weber, the ash at the bottom. If you don't have the money to spend $95 at Mac for a little canister, you can just go out and get some ash from the Weber grill and dab it in there. It's the same thing, ladies. Same exact thing. You can go as high as you want. Just be careful not to look like you're too surprised. You're doing a great job. You look good.
Get out of here.
That's my girl. Mom fuel. And just a simple sweeping motion. You don't have to do circular on this one. Some people in other cultures will do the circular, but it's not necessary. And you're not done. You're not done. Even when you think you're done, you're not. There's more brow painting to do. That's the fun of makeup, girls. Mom fuel. There we go. Now we're gonna move on to the next part, which is just as important. We're going to get this thing, which is a sponge egg ball. And you're gonna essentially just shake things. Oh, I know this. Okay, watch this. We're just gonna shake some of this liquid. It's a liquid foundation. It's not a foundation. It's a liquid concealer. No, it's a. Oh, that was unnecessary a little bit. Because we just did that with this other thing. No, you did this already. Okay, ladies, this is just a sheer light application foundation situation. Everything should end in shun. That's the thing about makeup, ladies. If it ends in a shun, buy it. Mom fuel. Okay, now that we're nice and dewy, we're gonna take this egg thing, this egg. It's called an egg, isn't it? You can't say. And we're just gonna, on the back of the hand, because sometimes your hands need to be the same colors as your face. And then we scoop it. I thought you dot. A little detour, because again, this is a different look than the club. We're not doing the club look. On the club look, you do the dot. This is for church. And so what we're doing is just even coverage all around, just nice and a firm blotting, if you will, and just blend it in. This is gonna even out. I got it, thank you, Holy Ghost. This is gonna even out your complexion. So this is a good canvas from which to start, and you're just gonna get right up on your little baby hairs. Don't worry, ladies, you'll bring those back out later. We're gonna get a little gel and we'll do this down the face with them so they're still there. Don't be afraid to get up close to that eye, because if you've got bags, not that you do, I'm just saying for other people, like if they're cautious, they don't have to be nervous at the time. You're beautiful. Well, you don't even need this. Go ahead, what's next? More egging. really in the exact same places we just did it. I find it's key, girls, to just do it over and over again. This is why it takes so long for us to do our makeup, because we do the same thing over and over. And don't be scared if it starts running down your hand. Because that's the only way to make sure that you get makeup on your clothes right when it's time to leave, and then have to stay later and change outfits. You blot, blot, blot. Get all the way down up under this neck too, ladies. That's the thing. You don't want to be dark skin here and light skin here.
Oh no.
Be you. Some of you have to come down even further. That's not the here nor there. I'm just saying. I've seen you. I've seen you. At some of the events. You know what I'm talking about? And they'll be coming and you just be like, yeah, that's not right. You're like, I thought you was light skinned. You're not light skinned? Your Instagram said you was light skinned. Oh, yo. Okay, here we go. Now that we've got even coverage with the egg everywhere, we're gonna get to this eye. The eyes need a little baking. You're not gonna bake, are you? Are people baking anymore? Ladies, I've started to see this trend of like these little sticky things. You just stick them on there to reduce the puffiness. What's that? You can't talk about it. Google it. It's a thing. Now I'm just gonna take some of this powder. Really? Did not see that coming. This is a stubby brush as well, just not as stubby as the other one. And this is really to highlight under the brow. It makes it pop. So you're even lighter than your actual skin tone here. It'll pop from afar. Up close, it's a bit clownish at first. Don't be discouraged. You won't look like a clown the entire time. Only for this segment. Not that you do, I'm saying if other people feel like they are, then this is, it's kind of like when you're cooking, you're like, it's gonna be lumpy, but just keep on whisking. Sometimes people need to know they're on the right path, even though it looks like a train wreck now. Not that you look like a train wreck, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. So now get to the other brow, ladies. Again, cousins, not twins. Cousins? Not twins. They should look related, that's what you say. They should look like they're related, but not identical twins. But now here's the thing about twins, because not every twin is identical. So you can still use that expression. They can look like twins, but they're not identical twins. Editing, you on that. Okay, ladies, now the moment we've all been waiting for. Here comes a little didn't know that. What is that? This is Urban Decay. It's one of my favorite brands. Hashtag ad. I knew it was Urban Decay. I was right. This is an eyeshadow primer potion, which is almost identical to the foundation that you just put on, the liquid foundation. I feel like here's the reality. We just put them in different bottles and call them different things. It's all foundation of different shades. But this smooths out the eye and makes sure that the eye is ready for a nice eyeshadow application. It's like a primer. It's like when you're painting. I get it. It's like when you're painting and you need the base foundation to be one solid situation. Good job. This is good. If you need help, just okay, ladies. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, a little eyeshadow. Now here's the thing about eyeshadow. Your blues and your purples, some of you black women just doing too much. A nice, just understated. You don't want to be, you remember that show with Drew Carey and the secretary, how she had the blue? And that's just, some of y'all on Instagram look that way. Oh, that's not nice. I'm not trying to come for you, I'm just saying less is more on the eyeshadow sometimes. It's shadow. It's not a whole like other existence. It's not eye aura or eye alternate reality. It's eyeshadow. It should just hint. This is an eyeshadow that I love to use. The palette has 5, 6 naked. Excuse me? More Urban Decay. And you're just gonna apply this. Just a simple one. Again, we're just going out for groceries. We're not, we're not turning up. That's on today's look. That's not this one. We'll do another one tomorrow with a turn up. Now this is not smoky. This is more of a matte. M-A-T-T-E. This is more of a matte eye. We're not doing sparkles. We're not doing shimmers. We're not doing glitter. We're not doing, stars that flitter away and all that stuff. But if we were, what you'd want to do is take your paper towel, let me show them, excuse me, and you want to put it here because you don't want the glitter to come down here, right? Isn't that right? I've seen you do that, and you like. Now we're going to get yet another brush, if you can believe it, and we're going to do the same thing with the same color on the same eye. This brush is wider and stumpy, and what you want to do on your palette, you just go down the line. You're never done, really. You just start with dark, go lighter and lighter and lighter, and just the same brush, and just dip, and just pat. Pat until your arm cramps, and that's when you know you're done with that eye. Now you see here, close your eyes. You see here the gradient. There's a shading. It goes from darker to light down to that eyelash. Now ladies, when we put these lashes on and they're, as the young people say, popping, you just see what we've done with this eye. I don't feel like you need some. Influencer. Now, you remember that brush that we used to do something 20 minutes ago? We're gonna do this a little bit more with one of the lighter colors. And we're just gonna go up again, accentuating that brow, highlighting that eyeshadow. And now what we do, this here, if your hand is itching in the middle of the application, just scratch it with one of the brushes. That you don't have to use your fingers, you scratch it with a brush, and that's why we have brushes. That's why you have 20 of them. Now, this is a blender. I can see that this is what's happening. This is a blender brush, a BB is what we call it. And you want to take the BB and you want to just blend in the colors. You want to make sure that all the colors are getting nice and blended, and you'll know when it's done. It'll be when you feel like it's being done. Done with that. Now we're gonna move to the under eye cream concealer. Okay, I didn't think I knew. Okay, we're gonna take that same egg thing, and we're just gonna conceal the darkness under the eye. You just pat. And here's something, now this is real, I know this. Ladies, when you're doing eye cream, they say you don't wanna use your pointer fingers because even those are too strong. You wanna take your ring fingers and you wanna And what I find is, if you make a really silly face while you do it, and open your mouth like that, that's when you know you're putting on makeup. You're already off to the races. Now, do you see no dark circles? Looks like I woke up after 10 hours of sleep without a toddler crawling on my head. And you just want to get in the cracks and crevices of your face. The natural ones, not the old people ones. Just, even if you're young, you have cracks and crevices. It seems like if you're running low, ladies, if you're running low, just take that egg and you just scrape around the edges, like a GIF, like how we do with the peanut butter. Because here's why. This little canister costs $235, ladies, and you know it. So get all of it out. Don't leave a drop of that eye powder in that thing. Okay, now here's the thing about the eye. A lot of people would think you just kind of do right here. The eye actually stops back here. So when you are doing it, you want to sweep all the way back to the temple. That's the eye. Your eye is actually this big. Get right up to that eyeball. Get right up to your eyeball, ladies. Now you. And if you want to just go with the same thing for the forehead, go ahead. It's all skin. Technically, it doesn't matter. What works on the eye skin works on the forehead skin, works on the chin. Now, This is the good part. This is when you start painting, face paint. It's tribal. This is that moment where you realize, I'm going out in these streets and nobody better mess with me. You want to do a stripe down the nose. You want to do a stripe where you're going to do it right here. You want lines. You are a woman, W-O-M-A-N. No, really, this is highlighted. But you know what you didn't do before we get to it. I'm gonna come down the line, down the nose with a straight, brighter, lighter thing, and then I'm gonna come over here with dark. I'm gonna do that on the side. We're beginning the best part of all makeup. Any girl knows. It takes a round face into a gaunt face. It takes a chubby face into a slim face. It gives you cheekbones when you ain't had no cheekbones. And here we go. This is a contour stick. It's dark. Yes, it's dark. It should be darker because you're creating shadow and depth. And you should see how I'm about to wipe this all over my face. Let's show them, girls. First of all, fish face. Then you wipe back, lines, head, everywhere. And here's the finishing touch and we're ready to go. Now, makeup's done. Thanks for joining. Wave to them. See you soon. Okay, this looks a mess, but this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take that same egg thing. It has been through it. It has seen some better days. And you're gonna wipe and you're gonna just blot and blend. And essentially you're assaulting yourself. But beauty is pain. You know, I mean, you don't just become this without punching yourself in the face a few times with a little styrofoam thing. We're gonna blot, and we're essentially just creating a shadow on our face. It is depth. It is brilliance. It is tone. It is contour. I didn't know you do forehead. I'll be contouring your forehead. So essentially, we don't know who we're seeing. When we see you, we don't know who we see. Oh, you're making up foreheads. Well, no wonder it takes you so long. You're literally making another face. Sometimes you realize you need a little bit more of the contour stick, so you get back in there. You can never have too much shadow. I feel like you can use it. Ladies, fish face is your friend. It's how you find the cheekbones. It's how you find the lines. I cannot stress it enough. We say it in the house all the time. Fish that face. Don't we say it? Fish that face. That's right. Now here's the thing that most of you women don't realize. You don't need any of these brushes, actually. You can just use what God gave you for free. But it's more fun to spend $6,000 on brushes. Oh, good. Now this is a setting powder. This is a powder. You want to add a little powder to the cap. Less is more on this, ladies, okay? It's really expensive because it's called luxury powder. If you don't have money for luxury powder, Johnson's baby powder will work just fine. Your goal is to just get some powder because you don't want to be hot and sweaty. But a note to you ladies, don't let the powder come down too far and leave it here because you know what happens in the summer. You know. Yeah, my powder on you at Six Flags. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't care how hot you get, how sweaty you think you're gonna be on the outing. Don't do that. Okay, so this powder just causes everything to set. I'm using a Ben Nye Luxury Powder Banana. You can also get, there's strawberry, these are all flavored. So if any of it gets on your lip, you can just be like, like banana. This particular one tastes like banana pudding. But they also have orange sickle. They have root beer float. They have, what's the other one that we like? Cream soda. And so it's just a little treat because you're gonna be sitting here for 2 hours. You're gonna want a little something to munch on. Get your luxury banana powder. Here's more of the same, just in a different container. Now, we're gonna do the same thing. Same exact thing, different powder, different price point, bought on a different day. And we're gonna come under that chin again. Remember what we talked about? Consistent tone, consistent. If you're light skin here, you gotta be light skin here. And we just a circular motion, just a nice circular motion keeps it rounded and rosy until your hand cramps. This is a pregnancy hand cramp, just so that you know. This is what we're dealing with. it only doubles the makeup time, the pregnancy. So that's always fun. And just round circular motions. Now once again, all that we've done, we've just put powder all over it. We're gonna do it all over again too, so that's good. Now we're gonna get some setting spray later. That's not even a thing, I've heard it said. For today's application, you don't need setting spray. Today we're gonna get this blush. Huh? Is that blush? Blush. And you'll know it's blush because it's red. And light-skinned black girls don't have red faces normally. So if it's red on you, it's blush. And what you do is you simulate a smile. Because then you know what a blush should look like if in fact you could see the blush. And now you have rosy cheeks. Now you do the rosy cheeks so that even if you're mad, you don't look mad. You just still are smiling on your face. It just still looks like a smile. Itch that face. Now we're gonna ride all the way up on this to the back of the ear. What you wanna do is not stop short. You wanna get up in that hair, and you wanna go all the way to the back of the ear. And again, we're just adding depth and shadow. We're just adding texture, we're adding nuance, we're adding all the things that a face would have if it in fact were a face. Now in an upward, soft, gentle swiping motion, you do random flicks of brushes and powder. For the next 15 minutes, you just, wherever inspiration hits you, and you get different brushes, see? That makes sure that everything looks like $1,000,000. Yet another brush. Ladies, if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. You can never have too many brushes. Oh, now that, ladies, is a little shimmer. Now, no, we know that skin doesn't shimmer naturally, but when it hits the light, you want it to. Now we're done. Oh, we're not done. No, we're not done at all. Oh, we are about to trim our cuticles with this. So if you have a hangnail, you literally just cut. Okay, here we go. This is the fun. Whether you have lashes or not, ladies, you need to put on a fake lash. I don't make the rules, I just abide by them. Sorry, not sorry. Lashes are for everyone. You're going to, in a thin application. Ladies, don't put too much glue on here. You will rue the day when it comes to take it off. You're gonna be in trouble. Just a thin application. If you do not have this, ladies, you can use Elmer's wood glue. It is identical in texture, in color, and it will actually hold better. And you're just gonna right along the lash. Now what you need is to get your little utensil. Oh, eventually. First thing you do, and this is where you really get back to your roots. And you say, hey y'all. Ideally you'd be chewing gum during this part. And what we're doing now is just letting the glue dry a touch. We don't want it to be completely wet, but we also don't want it to be dry, because then you won't stick it on there. So this just starts that process. I'm killing it. Am I killing it? If you get extra glue on, just take your nails, only if you have stiletto nails. Don't, if you have an almond, you're not gonna get it. Take a stiletto nail only. If you don't have one, borrow a friend. Just be like, girl, can you get some of my eyelash glue off of my thing? And your friend ought to have stiletto nails. If neither you nor your friend have stiletto nails, you don't have a friend. In this day and age, that's what I found. Surely by now it's dry, so let me just give it a go. You're gonna take the utensil and you're gonna cut off the ends. Oh no, you do that, hold it. You're gonna hold it in place with that. And you're gonna bend it like this and just make it pliable. It's a pliable brow. You can buy it. You can hurt yourself really bad. Oh my gosh, you're literally gluing hair to your face. Okay, ladies, as I was saying, this is where you just glue somebody's hair to your face and you push it in. You want to make sure that you have, oh God, be careful, okay? Did you get it? Did you? Now, after that very tenuous situation, you just want to dab a little bit of the glue. Don't let there be glue, because here's what you ladies like to do. You like to be walking around with caked up glue and mascara, and then you have like, don't do that. Now we're gonna go for the second one. That was a lot. You do that in the car sometimes. No wonder you'd be like, could you stay? Could you stop swerving? I thought that it bends a little bit better to the shape, honestly. I thought that you didn't have to like. Okay, ladies, second lash, here we go. You're gonna need a stiletto nail for that part. I can tell already. That part is just too much glue. Nice, even application. Here are some words to always use in makeup. When you're putting it on, it just makes you feel more makeup-y. Application, concealer, contour. Fish that face. Egg sponge. That's what it's called. It's called an egg sponge. Isn't it an egg sponge? Okay, ladies, here we go. Shake it out. Shake it out like you know what to do. Shake what your mama, what Jesus imparted. And we're just gonna, you can't possibly use the brush after all the brushing you've done. Good. This is efficiency, and I appreciate that about you because you know they won't look like a make. This is a good way. While we're waiting for this to go, check that eye and make sure that your application of the lash didn't smudge your eyeshadow. You can just blot that real quickly with Stumpy Brush Wide 0.2 from MAC. Only $89.99. Now here we go, ladies. We're applying the second lash. Here we go, ladies. Applying the second lash. Pliable, bendy, and then lean in. Have you ever stabbed yourself in the eye? You have. I'm so sorry. Was I here? I wasn't here. Ladies, the things we do to get a man. Well, you got him. Okay, ladies. Lashes. We're almost at the level of full beat. Right now, we're semi-beat. Now, I'm gonna do a daytime lip for you girls. And then we're gonna wipe it off and we're gonna do a nighttime lip. This is just a nice, it's not nude. It's not red. This, what we would call this, the lip thing real tiny with the microscope. They don't really want you to know. Rosewood. This is what my third guess was gonna be. No, this is just a lip gloss. This is a lip gloss shimmer color. But now we take a lip liner. Those days are over. Back in the 90s, you remember them girls used to take a lip liner and that's all. And just line the heck out of that lip and then put some lip glass on it and they just walk out the door thinking that they had done it. They had not done it at all. Bad days. Make sure that you put away your eyelash case because what's gonna happen is later in the day, you're gonna come home and you're gonna leave those on the kitchen or counter or on the bathroom counter and they're gonna look like spiders. Or you'll take a paper towel and just lay them out there and then your husband's gonna come in and be like, what? It's an eyelash. Just put it back in the case. Now we're gonna move on to a lip pencil. It is a lip pencil, which also doubles as an eye pencil. In this case, that's what we're doing. But ladies, tip, and this is real, so it all shows side. If you don't have a lip pencil, an eye pencil is the same thing. You just use the same thing. Is that right? Pretty much. Now you're gonna get up. You're gonna get up right up on that lid, right up on that pink part, the pink wet part, and just that's. Okay, ladies, there you have it. Now what you want to do is all the hair that has gotten makeup all over it for the past hour, you just fluff that forward. And you take the pins out and you do it like this. And you shake it, and now you're ready to go out to the grocery store, finally, because everyone is starting. How was that for you?
That was pretty good.
Was that good? I knew more. The problem is I know so much that I had to really dumb myself down.
Oh.
So that I could be relatable to the common man. But I know.
You knew all that.
I will say this. I feel like you did not do a smoky eye like I thought you could do.
Well, yeah, I don't want to have a smoky eye.
And did you not want, you could have done like a nude lip. It's beautiful, you look beautiful.
Thanks.
You want to do the skin tomorrow?
I'm gonna have to.
No, you want me to do it?
Oh, no, that's okay, thank you. You know what, somebody has to take care of Gaby about this happening.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why do you have to use so many brushes and so many different powders? And what does that banana really taste like?
It doesn't taste like anything that I know of. It's banana for the color. And the different brushes are different textures, different shapes, and for different colors. So if I put blush on, then I can't go dip that in highlighter, because when I dip it in highlighter, it'll still have red pigment in it. And I don't want red right here. I just want what I want right here.
So how much do you feel like all this costs you?
I don't know, but it's been over 10 years. So we would have to spread it out over that.
So amortize it. What are we talking, like $15,000?
No, come on. I don't know. But you know.
But you have more than just this. You have a case.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody wants to get it. Everybody wants their queen to be free from infection. So you don't want to be using 10-year-old.
And there you have it. See you next time, girls, where we'll be showing you how to shave your legs good.